Well, good morning, everybody. I hope I sound stronger. I hope I sound different, a little more like myself. I certainly feel that way. Got a lot more strength back. I feel a little more like my old self again. Um, I wanted to start this video by, first of all, saying thank you from the bottom of my heart. Jan also thanks you for all the kind words, the thoughts, the prayers, all those comments that everybody made in that last video. I was very nervous about doing that video, and the response I got was nothing short of just humbling. But it also shows that, like I've said before, I've got the best growers that hang out on this channel, and without a doubt, everybody's proved it again. Things look a little bit different. The swimming pool's gone. That building that we used to have in the backyard's gone. And we've just got a bunch of flower beds and vegetable beds and stuff. But I guess my back is doing great. I had a pretty major surgery back 1st of December, and had a little bit of issues on the side with it. That's all been taken care of. My back feels wonderful. I wish I'd have done it years and years ago. Everything that they did just feels great. My movement and mobility is all back 100%. I just have to give it time for all the hardware and everything that they installed to become part of me and to get grown into me and everything. So I have to be cautious, but I'm not immobile. And then I had a second surgery again just a couple of weeks ago, and I just had my stitches removed. I had quite a large incision across my chest from a skin cancer. I hate to even mention that, but a skin cancer, and so I'm healing up from that also. But I feel great. I feel wonderful, and I'm starting to get back into the swing of things. Another thing I want to mention is my dear friend Paula. Oh my gosh, I don't even know where to begin. Paula with Hillbilly Orchids. Paula, over the past several years, has become such a dear friend. She's given me so much strength, encouragement. She seems to send a letter or make a phone call at just the right moments, when you could really use one. She has an incredible collection, over 500 orchids, and she does an absolutely remarkable job of taking care of them. And she has a huge heart, and I really, really would love everybody go to Hillbilly Orchids channel and tell Paula that I thank you. Let her know how much you appreciate it, because if it wasn't for her, I'm not sure if I would be back doing videos again. And I'm really excited about doing videos again, but I wanted everybody to know how much Paula means to me and how much she's helped me and what a big difference she's made in my channel. So please go show some love for Paula at Hillbilly Orchids, and let her know that Rick sent you, and subscribe to her channel. I'd love to see her numbers just go build. So please help her out with whatever you can. So to make a long story short, I don't have an orchid collection anymore. I had to give it away. I am starting another collection, and I'll sit here and show you some of that here in just a moment. But just to kind of answer some questions, because I know everybody's going to want to ask some questions, but I had to get rid of my orchid collection, and I had to get rid of not just the orchid collection, but pretty much every plant that I had in the house. I hated to, and it truly broke my heart to give them away. But everybody knows I have Parkinson's. Parkinson's comes and goes. People have good days, bad days. They have good weeks, bad weeks, good months, bad months. And my Parkinson's is no different than anybody else's. I've had it for quite a while. I'm dealing with it best I can. It's a horrible disease, unfortunately, and my heart goes out to anybody who's dealing with, or any family of people who are dealing with this. It's got to be a terrible thing to observe from the outside. But 4 years ago, or over 4 years ago, when I had my collection, that September when I put my last video out, 4 years ago, I had one of those bad months come on me, but it lasted for quite a bit longer, and it completely almost immobilized me. It caused me to not be able to take care of my orchids. I couldn't just let them die. I had too much invested in them, so I ended up having to give them away. That includes all my big house plants, all my big dracenias, my snake plants, my staghorn fern. My 300-pound staghorn fern actually went to Sanford University in Birmingham, Alabama, and it's actually hanging in their conservatory. So I was really happy that it got a wonderful home. My orchids went to 2 different collectors, and they seem to be very happy to get them. And I hope they're doing well, and it brought a lot of happiness to them. But I've missed it. I've missed it so much that I wanted to get back into it again, but life gets in the way, and you have to do what you have to do. I couldn't just dump all that on Jan. Jan had a full-time job. She's a nurse. She's a surgical nurse, and since that time, she has moved to a different hospital. The hospital that she works at now is just down the road from me. She's only 5 minutes away, so she's able to get home quicker, spend more time with me. We're able to spend more time together. She can be here if something happens, and that's meant a lot to me. She gives me a lot of strength, and if it wasn't for her, I probably wouldn't be here today either. But she has not only her job to take care of and her patients to take care of, but she also had to take care of me, and she has a 90-year-old father at the time to take care of who was not doing well. And her father unfortunately passed away this past May of 23. So it did free up a little bit more of her time, but he's sorely missed for sure. Well, we miss you, Bob, and I know he's watching over us from above. But I couldn't just dump all that on her, so I had to make the decision to do what was best for my collection, and that was to put them in the hands of some people who could take care of them, and that's what I had to do. And it hit me so much. It was such a shock and so depressing to have to get rid of my collection, and it was around 220 plus orchids that I'd had for several years, and were getting big and large and doing so well and blooming like profusely and just really doing great, that I just kind of stayed away from the whole orchid scene for several years here. Anyway, the urge has gotten too strong. I miss them too much, and I'm going to start it again a little bit, and I don't think I'm going to get as big a collection as I used to have, but I'm sure going to, pick up a few here and there, and that's what I'm doing. I'm slowly picking up 1 or 2 here and there and enlarging my small collection and dipping my toe back into it, I guess is to say. But anyway, let me pop you on a tripod here and kind of show you what I got. But I only have a handful of them, as you can see. A couple of Phalaenopsis. Let me see, this is a BL Yellowbird. This is a little Noid Phalaenopsis. This is a Nobly Orchid, or Dendrobium. This one is called My Sweet Wink. And it actually is doing really, really well. You can see it's got a new growth coming out there, and it's got another new growth coming out back there. Lots and lots of roots growing. And yes, I'm in gravel. Even the little Phalaenopsis is putting out some new roots and has a new leaf coming out of the center right there. This is a Epi Pixie Charm right here. Hasn't been repotted yet. It's going to go in a basket similar to that one right there. That's an Encyclia Rio Claris. Claris. I hope I'm saying that right. Another Noid Phalaenopsis right there. Very beautiful flower on it though. Has an incredible root system. It's in a peat cocoa mix, it looks like, and needs to be repotted. There's a couple of RLC Chief Rainbow. There's one right here, which Jan brought home the other day, not realizing that I already had one. So even though I only have a couple of orchids, I've got a duplicate, believe it or not. They'll go in the same pot together here shortly. Both these plants need to be repotted right here. And then over here is another, this one is, let's see, I don't remember. That is RLC Chief Rainbow. And this little guy right here is BCL Paradise. Anyway, that's a start. I made a little basket the other night. I'm going to put the little that little encyclia in that basket. Same with the Pixie Charm, will end up going into a basket also. I think they do better like that. Trying to think what else I need to bring up real quick without confusing everybody. One of the things I really want to do is talk about research. That's one of the things I really love to do. Look at the root growth on this guy and the great big shoot that's coming out the side of it. Seems to really like that gravel. But one of the things I want to get into a little bit more is the research that's been done on orchids, and talk about a lot of stuff that I think a lot of people don't get to talk about and don't know. Texas A&M University, they have a lot of research papers from their horticulture department. Professor, I believe his name is Wang, W-A-N-G. He has some incredible papers. If you go on the internet and look up his research, the information that he does and the experiments that he does are just incredible. And I'll take results off an experiment, a controlled experiment, over somebody's word and over what it says in the books and somebody's opinion any day. I'll give you just a couple of quick examples. He did a experiment on nobly orchids and found that they actually absorb nutrients better through their leaves than they do through their roots. I had no idea, but a fascinating experiment we'll talk about one afternoon. Also, he did an experiment that really just threw me for a loop. And it had to do with sphagnum moss. It had to do with the breakdown of sphagnum moss and the dropping of the pH of sphagnum moss and what causes it. And he found out through doing the experiments that, if he took 10 pots and he treated them all with the same nutrient solution, and 10 of these pots let's say he took 20 pots and did a nutrient solution. 10 pots had no plants at all, just sphagnum moss in them. He gave them all different parts per million of nutrients, and he had 10 pots with clones of the same type of Phalaenopsis in it. And what he noticed was the plants, or the pots that had no plants in them, the pH of the media did not drop. Over a period of 18 months, the pH of the media did not drop at all. Very little. But if it had a plant in it, it dropped significantly. It not only dropped, but within the 18 months, it dropped below the absorption level of where the plants could actually absorb nutrients correctly. So his experiment, his research actually showed that orchids, and he did it with Phalaenopsis, Dendrobiums, and some Oncidiums, showed that they release proteins and sugars and other things from their roots, enzymes and stuff, that actually break down the moss, the bark, even synthetic material that they were planted in, over a short period of time, and would drop the pH range out of the range where the plants could absorb nutrients correctly and actually block some other nutrients. I thought it was fascinating research, and that's the kind of stuff that I would like to talk about more and get into more, because that's fact. It's not just somebody's opinion. It's not just somebody reading out of a book. It's actually research papers that actually give really good information. So anyway, I just wanted to give a quick hello, tell you all how much I appreciate everything. I definitely wanted everybody to please go to Hillbilly Orchids channel and give Paula some love. Incredible lady who deals with a lot of health issues herself, but she is a true grower and wants nothing but to just help other people grow. So I'm going to enjoy my afternoon. I hope you guys enjoy yours. We're doing great here. Jan's doing great. She's healthy. She's cancer-free. We're hanging in there like everybody else and enjoying life. And have a great day, an absolute wonderful day. God bless you all. And thank you again so much for all the love and the thoughts, the prayers and everything. And I promise we'll talk soon.